Welcome back. Well, it is estimated nearly 700,000 women coped with infertility last year in our state. And from phone apps to the new little pink pill, couples are trying many different ways to conceive. And we have Dr. Chloe Carmichael with us this morning to talk about some of those options. Good morning.
Good morning, Stephanie. Thanks for having me.
Oh, thank you for being here. And, you know, I thought it was kind of interesting. Obviously, smartphones are so smart these days and apps do everything. But there's also an app that can kind of help you know when is the best time to reproduce, to try to reproduce.
Exactly. It's really exciting. There's a lot of apps that will track your ovulation, but there's a new app. It's called the Fruitful App, and I'm actually working with the company to help them with some relationship tips, because what the Fruitful App does is it sends push notifications to your partner when you're ovulating.
Oh.
Because a lot of times the woman feels, you know, it's not always easy to call your partner and say, hey, it's time for us to have sex. The woman feels like she's doing all of the work. And so the app gives the man a little nudge and lets him be the one to approach her, which many men like as well.
Right, that is kind of fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
I bet that kind of takes some of the stress away too.
Exactly, because when we can decrease our stress, we actually increase our fertility. So it's a win-win.
Oh, there you go. Also, we talked a little bit about the pink pill, the female Viagra. How does this help with, you know, the fertility process?
Sure. Well, in my practice, I work with a lot of couples that are having a lot of sex. So the pink pill actually doesn't necessarily help them. It increases your sex drive, but it doesn't do anything for your fertility. So the key is really to make sure that you're having sex during your fertile window.
And that pink pill, I know that's pretty new. Have you seen a big reaction to that?
Well, actually, the pink pill in some ways can be a little bit difficult for relationships, because the man feels a little bit questioning, like, why does my partner need to take a pill to get aroused? Or the woman feels like, are you saying there's something wrong with me? I have to take a pill. So the pink pill has been not so much of a fertility aid. I think it's more for women that are having a low sex drive.
It sounds like, though, the communication needs to be happening amongst these couples.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Communication is the key, and that helps us all to keep the stress low and the fertility high.
Right, and so that is interesting. What are the things that you recommend to try and keep that stress out of your life if that does help with fertility?
Well, to have a game plan. So a lot of times couples will say, okay, we want to get pregnant. We know that there's all these options. There's IVF, there's this, there's that. What should we do? So I tell them, first of all, eliminate the guesswork. It's a 3-step plan. Eliminate the guesswork, develop a game plan, and then use technology to just make things easy for yourselves. So first of all, make sure everyone has a checkup. Make sure the woman is ovulating. Make sure the man's sperm are swimming. And then go ahead and have a game plan. So that means a couple might say, we'll try for 3 months naturally, just see what happens. At the 3-month mark, we will maybe add in a little bit of Lupron shots or something like that. And after 6 months, then we'll try IVF. And that way they're not trying to second guess it on a day-to-day basis. They can just relax with the plan.
And how long should you be trying until you start to see maybe a fertility specialist?
Well, that depends a little bit on your age and how many children you would like to have. So interestingly enough, a woman who wants to have 3 children and do it with a 90% chance without using IVF, you're not going to believe this, she should start by the time she's 23 years old.
Wow.
However, if you want to have only 1 child and you want a 90% chance without IVF, you can wait till you're 32 years old. So it depends a little bit on your family planning goals.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Dr. Carmichael. Some great advice.
Thank you.
Very
Thank you
interesting.
for having me.
And for more tips from Dr. Carmichael, you can always head to our website, WTNH.com. Get on that on-air tab, pull it down to the Good Morning Connecticut weekend section.